Hello everyone. This is my third part of my music video theories on Dreamcatcher. In my original video, I analyzed everything up to Deja Vu as one big story. I then released a second video on Scream. In this video I will analyze BOCA on its own and then try to incorporate it into my theory. I will recap my theory in this video too, so don't worry if you haven't seen the others. Alone, it is very obviously a sequel to Scream. In that video, Gahayan touched something in the tree of language that seemed to unleash an evil on the world. The overall theme of hate poisoning the world is continued. Particularly about hateful words. We saw the evil unleashed in Scream and now we see the result. This video seems to mainly represent how that evil is spreading and terrorizing others. For example, a masked figure is chasing Cyan. The mask is covered in words showing how what people say torment her. I believe the girls in the city streets versus the gowns is mostly meant to contrast the current darkness and the previous light. I believe Yuyian's arrow is like Cupid's arrow that shoots love into people. It seems to hit herself. In the end the mask is seen on the ground, which likely signals its defeat. The last shot is the girls in front of the tree again. Maybe this means they've restored the love in their life with self-love. Okay. Now onto my overarching theory recap. I say the girls are all cursed and forced to live in a series of nightmares. They were cursed by a demon spider. They used to be at a boarding school during Fly High until Yuyian caught the spider and tormented it to start the curse, which led them through Chase Me and Good Night. The spider later captured her and Yuyian now has the spirit of the spider in her. In Deja Vu the girls all are friends with the queen played by Ju, but Yuyian betrays and kills her and takes over. I then said that Scream seemed to be a prequel to the spider's story. Gahayan is the spider and was part of these hooded women who protect the tree of language. One day she unlocks its evil and turns evil herself. Ju, who I said may now be playing the role that Yuyian formerly was playing, aka the betrayer, watches this unfold in current day so that the betrayer can know the origin of her new spider lord or whatever. Cyan has a vision of this though and goes with Sua to stop Ju. Yuyian, who is now the queen, is trapped in a magical limbo. Everyone wakes up in the wreckage of the tree. It is assumed that Ju will continue the evil as she is possessed by the spider, and that the rest of the girls will try to use this to restore the world. Now it's BOCA time. In order to connect to my theory, I think that they are still playing dual roles. When in the gowns, the girls represent the hooded figures that protected the tree while it was beautiful. They are of the past. In the city streets, I think they are the girls hunting down the evil. In particular, Ju, Yuyian, and Cyan seem to be hunting in those red outfits. I think that Ju is still the betrayer and is trying to stop the girls from destroying the evil masked figure. This is why she walks right by it without attacking or being scared. I also think Yuyian is still the role of the queen who had broken from limbo in Scream and returned to life. As to why Sua is not hunting despite being the one with the sword in Scream, I do not know. We see her trapped in a box in the end in a red outfit. Maybe she was captured early. I think she may even be the masked figure. We start the music video with her walking alone in the street. Suddenly the masked figure is shown. Gahayan is never seen in these streets again except for dance scenes. This would make sense since she wore the mask in Scream and is the evil that is unleashed on the world. She wears a gown sometimes to show her former allegiance to the protection of the tree. Sua shows us the nostalgia around the tree mostly. I believe she mostly plays her hooded coven member role. Finally, Dami may be the first person that the spider lady possessed, as she later will do to Yuyian and you and I. She looks like a zombie or demon herself. A bunch of hands reach out to her but she ignores them. I believe she is a former coven member who was once friends with the spider. In the end, the hunter queen shoots an arrow of love into the air. It hits the coven member also played by Yuyian. But why would the coven need love? Well, it is possible that after the spider's betrayal and possibly Dami's too, they all fell apart. They all seem haunted by their own scenes. Sua in the rain, Cyan with those busts, Yuyian, and the water. Ju's coven self is left alone at the tree. However, after the arrow strikes we see Dami now in a gown as Sua says change your mind. This is showing the restored love to her as a coven member. Gahyeon cries some sort of liquid gold, maybe losing her power over Dami or simply for being destroyed as the masked figure in current day. Sua is freed from the box. I believe this means our current Dreamcatcher that we have been following all along, managed to defeat the evil released by the spider long ago. It could be that this retroactively changed the timeline and stopped the spider in her tracks in the past. The final shot is all the coven members in front of the tree again, as if nothing ever happened. This could be why it is called Lose Myself. Not only does that fit the mini-story of finding self-love again to combat hate, but it fits the coven's fall from grace, Dami's corruption, as well as the spider's defeat and the reset of the timeline. So what does this mean for the next story? Are the girls still cursed by the spider, or did they also rid her of her darkness and return her to the place in the coven? Did they restore the tree of language and undo all the struggles brought onto them over all the previous videos? Only time will tell. And by that, I mean the next video. Maybe Handong's reappearance will shake up the story. One thing is, BOCA does not have any of the spider, butterfly, or mirror motifs we are used to. So I doubt my theory is intentional or true. But I still like it, haha, and I hope you do too. Thanks for listening and goodbye until next time.